This is a different one. At least you can get the similarity from Rabbit. Go for it, Kamal.
Hello everyone. So I think I would like to ask first, how many of you are still using RabbitMQ as message passing and not completely migrated to Kafka? You just guys can raise your hand. There are very less couple of people I think who are using RabbitMQ, but still I would like to talk about this client that I've written. The Angora is basically like you already must have used the original client, which is AMQP 0.9.1. I think this is the client that people usually use. Yeah, this is something they have created in such a way that they have kept it very simple, and they have kept all of these resiliency features apart from this library, so that just to keep it simple, and everybody who is using this client can actually develop according to their way, right? So I decided that why not create a MQB wrapper for that, instead of developing the whole features again and again, like everybody has to develop their features again and again, right? So I decided like whatever the features are missing, the resiliency features, why not put it into a single library that everybody can use it very easily? Yeah. So this is where the Angora basically came alive. It's a resilient RabbitMQ Go client wrapper. It's completely 100% compatible with AMQP 0.9.1, and it supports additional features like when you have new connection when disconnected from broker. So when you have a client running on your machine or on cloud, it somehow it can actually do the connection with your broker. It doesn't reconnect. Right? What has to restart if you're using Kubernetes or if you're using VM, you have to restart the machine, right? Just to have a new connection again. But this client basically if you're using, you will have reconnection automatically happens with the exponential or whatever the timeout you will be giving, you will be using that. Apart from that, when you have you can have a publisher confirm. When you publish, you probably may want to have the publisher confirm acknowledgement, and that it is provided by this client. Apart from that, you also have custom error handling for NAC messages. You can actually define your own handler for NAC messages, which is like negative acknowledgement. Whenever there is a problem with with the broker, it couldn't send a message. You define it. Your client is defining that this message needs to be as a failed. Then you can actually define your own negative acknowledgement handler, and then you can define that way. Apart from that, like I have seen in many code bases that whenever you want to publish a message, you create your own channel every time whenever you publish a message, right? And channels are actually heavy, so they are they are heavy resources on your TCP connection that is already developed, but still it is a resource that you are already taking. So why not use the channel tooling, right? You can actually define your channels, and then you can reuse those channels and then just reclaim whenever you want to use that, right? Apart from that, I have also when you use this library, you can have graceful shutdown capability already. So you can see the uses now, like how do you use. With this level publishing, you will have this Angora.new connection. You can actually define all of this optional pattern is publish, confirm you want, channel tooling, and then you will have out of the box these functionalities available in your RabbitMQ. And just use the publishing, the same thing, and then you just publish using this client, which is nothing but your just the client you have just created Angora connection. So it is like completely using the wrapper that has already been created. Right? Apart from that, you can also use the consuming part. So I have taken this this principle of consuming group from the Kafka, and why I have used that sometimes you have machines which have concurrency capability like parallelism. At least you may have multiple nodes in hand, and you want to leverage that. So what you can do is you can just use a build consumer group thing, and then you can define your concurrency, number of concurrency. Then it will be spinning multiple concurrent consumers of the same machine. That you can actually this way you will have concurrency at hand, and with the same machine only you will have concurrent consumers actually consume the messages, right? This is the way you can actually do this. Also, this is like why I have actually used the consumer group, that also you don't need to cancel each and every consumer, rather you can actually cancel the whole consumer group. This way And also the last thing I want to have graceful shutdown capability. So that's the last part I think I would suggest. So I think I would suggest that everybody to look at this library, just take out the code, and if you like, you can just contribute that. Thank you so much.